What up, running fam? This week we have the Ameris Bank Jacksonville Marathon. It's Tuesday, December 2nd. We are 11 days out from my first marathon, the Jacksonville Marathon. So I'm doing a little bit more extended into the training plan than normal video because, again, this is going to be my first marathon, so I just really wanted to get a lot of coverage. I got my brother is flying into town with his family, so he is actually going to be my pacer because he's ran this is gonna be his fourth marathon this year. I'm not sure his total marathon. I think it's like 6 or 7. He just did the Chicago Marathon. He did like a backyard ultra marathon, and he got up to like 30 miles or so. So a little bit more experience than me. So he's gonna be here at the pace. Then his family's gonna be there to cheer us on, and then my wife's gonna be there. My dad is going to do the 5K. And then he's going to go out and start cheering me on. He's actually got, he's kind of into like filmmaking. So he's got some cameras. He's talked to a guy that's like operating a drone. So should have some good coverage for this race, hopefully. But today we're going to just do like a light, easy 3-mile run because we are 5 days away, or 5 days from the half marathon that we just did for Thanksgiving. So still feel a little bit in my legs, so I kind of want to just get that shaken out and everything. Just a nice, easy run, but I also want to break in my marathon shoes. So I don't think I mentioned this yet, but I did get the Alpha Fly 3s UAE edition. So I've already done unboxing, but just to show you, we got No Human is Limited. And now you have to you got to get a team that believes in you. And then cool little, drawstring bag from Nike. And then, of course, we have the shoes. So I'm gonna just break these in today. I think I'm gonna wear them today for, a nice easy run. Again, the No Human is Limited on there. Nice easy run today, and then probably gonna do like another run later this week to break them in. But I really don't want to use them too much. Just want to break them in, get them adjusted, and then, come race day, these are going to be the ones. So I will see you, talk about how I feel about these shoes at the end of my run. All right, 3 miles down in the Alpha Fly 3s. Felt really good. I was going to go for a 10-minute pace, but I ended up going like 9:15, which is not, for 3 miles, 9:15 is slow for me. Slow. I mean, I run like an 8-minute pace, a little bit faster than that for my 5K. So realistically, that is like at an easy pace. But I think part of the factor was the shoes. I could like kind of feel the spring of them, especially when I'm walking. I can feel like the pushing forward. So I think that's just making it like easier for me to run faster, which is pretty much why I got the shoes, which is gonna be great for the marathon. But also cool thing about them, how like very lightweight and thin the material is on top, because it just rained before my run and I was running through puddles and like, oh no, my feet are getting wet. But like shortly after, I could feel like my feet getting like relatively dry. I mean, I still have my socks that are kind of wet, but to still like know that moisture wicking, it's going to be good for like sweating and whatnot through my feet. So overall, I feel great. I'm going to do like another run later this week with them, but then debut will be next weekend marathon. So stay tuned for another review. It's Wednesday, December 4th. Going on a 5-mile run today. Another run with the Alpha Flies. It's going to be the only other run I'm doing with the Alpha Flies until the marathon. So just want to save on the shoes, but still want to break them in a little. So I'm going to try to do maybe like an 8-minute pace, see how we're feeling with these. I should be able to do an 8-minute 5-mile at this point if I'm expecting to do 9-minute for the marathon. So we're going to see how this goes. The weather, so it was like 65 right now, but it kind of feels cooler. But this is going to be like should be what marathon temperature is, or maybe even cooler. So we'll get in some miles today, and then we'll just kind of see how we are feeling after this run. All right, 5 miles in, it ended up being a 7:54 per mile minute, or 7:54 minute per mile. A lot of that was carried through the last mile, which was 7:35, but you'll see my splits. I kind of stayed relatively around the 8-minute mark, but yeah, I think it was a lot of it's going to be the weather, cooler weather. I'm feeling good, and then who knows, like I'm assuming factor of it is these alpha flies, but felt pretty good. Somewhat unintentionally set a PR for my 5 miles by like 2.5 minutes. I mean, I kind of was gonna PR it because a 8-minute mile goal, but like even further more. So my like actual race PR for 5 miles is around 42 minutes, and then today was like 39.5. So kind of a good overall workout, leading into, you know, last like 9 days out for the marathon now. So I'm gonna probably do a 10-mile run on Saturday, like real slow, just take my time, just get used to the little longer run, and then kind of maybe a couple more easy runs after that, and then get rest, fuel up, and get ready for the marathon. We are 1 week away from the marathon. So 1 week from exactly now, I should be hopefully halfway done with the marathon a week from now. But today we're going to do a 10-mile run, super easy, like 10-minute or slower pace. I got a bottle of water and a couple Go gels in here to go along the way. So there's nothing too crazy. Just want to, you know, get them legs turning for a while. Today, one last long run before the marathon. I got my camera with me, so hopefully get some footage of that. So current temperature is 58 degrees. I think it's actually going to be, currently it's showing going to be colder than what it is today for the marathon, but the weather's been going up and down. But we are like supposed to get some rain like in the next couple of days, which will cool things down. So just a nice easy run today. Well, I shouldn't say easy, it's gonna be a long run. Nice easy long run today. So let's see how this goes. All right, short run, not short run, but I got cut short at 9.09 miles. I don't know what I did. I was switching my water bottles from hand to hand, and like it showed my workout was stopped. So I don't know what I did, because I had to hit like a couple buttons to confirm that. But anyways, 9.09. I think the average was like 9:50. I'll post the stats here, but also I really gotta go to the bathroom. Been holding it in for few minutes now, so trying to do this cool down walk, get to the house. But anyways, felt good. Looking forward to next week, so time to rest and recover. I'll probably just do one last like 3-mile run on Wednesday as like a sort of checkout run. So I just want to keep my legs fresh, not really do any running. Maybe I could do like a walk or something like that. But anyways, no other runs besides the 3-mile run. And then we'll sit down, talk about goals for this marathon. So catch you then. All right, this race goal, since I've never done a marathon before, it's going to be a lot of learning experiences, but my goal is to hit 4 hours or under. So I was looking at the calculations, and 9:09 would be like the actual pace to hit exactly 4 hours, but I'm going to try to pace at 9 minutes per mile, and that will give me just under 4 hours, or a little bit of wiggle room to hit that 4-hour mark. So of course, I haven't really had the greatest of training plan going into this, because the longest run I've done was a half marathon. So we'll see like what happens when we get to that like 18-mile, you know, everyone always talks about that wall. So hopefully I could just be like pretty like nutrition and well fit and feeling good for that entire race. But it's just going to be finish the race is really the number one goal. So we'll just kind of figure out how that goes. But again, my brother's going to be here because he's done multiple marathons, so he's going to be there as a pacer and kind of help guide me, make sure like we're not over exerting ourselves in the beginning, and kind of stick to that 9-minute pace. And then like if we're feeling good at 20 miles, maybe we can pick it up. But we're just all learning experience this race, so we'll kind of see how that goes. And then temperature is going to be, I think it's going to be like in the 50s. Like 3 days ago, I said it was going to be like in the 30s, and then it's been like slowly rising. So we'll see how the weather goes, but I think that's going to be an added benefit. But yeah, we're just here to learn, complete the first marathon, and see how everything's go.
So, that's the thing that sucks about early morning. My stomach's never like interested in doing things.
All right, pre-race. What's going on, boys?
Oh,
Running a marathon.
yeah. I'm eating right now. What the heck? This is Tom Bussino. This is Tom. Before the Jacksonville Marathon.
Yes. First marathon. First of many, hopefully.
Six. 7 if you count the ultra. You nervous?
I'm going to walk the sidewalk. If I see anybody loitering, I'm going to get you on off the sidewalks.
$15K down? How you feeling?
Feeling good.
Let's go. This guy's got it. He's killing it. He's gonna make it. We're on pace. Let's go. Halfway there. He's going into uncharted territory now. Let's go. Can we do it again? Doing it. Whoa, we're halfway there. Living on a prayer.
Let's
20, definitely in the pain cave, but we're getting to the finish line. Whether we walk, we crawl, we run. This guy's doing it. Pain ain't nothing. Right, dude?
How's it go?
Good. Survived. This guy is not part of the 1%, bro. Did it.
All right, so it's been about a week since the marathon. I normally do my post-race thoughts and recaps right after the race, but I was just too exhausted to even think of like forming sentences at that point. So, and I was just kind of like living in the moment. But a little recap: the first I want to say 12 to 13 miles, it was able to maintain between like an 8:55 and 9-minute mile pace, and then around like 13, 14, and 15, my pace dropped to like a 9.5 mile pace. And then like by mile 16, I was kind of exhausted, and I was starting to like walk 2 minutes a mile and then just like run slower than a 9-minute pace. And then once we got to like mile 19, I could feel it in my quad and then like my inner thigh. It wasn't quite cramping, but I could feel like it wanting to start cramping. So there was a lot of times I had to start to walk and not do as much running. And then obviously at the end, I kind of just finished strong, and we ended up with the 4 hours, 43 minutes and 37 seconds. So obviously not to that sub 4 hour mark, but you know, we did it. We finished the marathon. So I mean, that's really all that counted for this first one. A lot of learning when it came to like this marathon and like running through it. I like really like loaded up in my electrolytes, like on my water bottles, and I thought I was gonna be fine with like cramping and everything, but I just like the flavor was like just got overpowering, and I think at like that mile 16 mark, I just took my belt off. I took all my gels out of my belt and put them in my pocket, but I just figured I'm not want to carry this weight of the remaining water and the belt just on me, so I just handed it off to my family that was there at the time. So I don't know if I just need to like change flavors or whatever, but And like even like the gels, just taking those the same flavor like over and over again. I think maybe next time I'm gonna try some different like flavors throughout. And I also want to start like experimenting with caffeinated gels. So and that's like part of like this whole learning this past year is training. I know I didn't have like the greatest like training block or whatever like normally people do, because like the furthest I ever ran before the marathon was a half marathon. So I think just having a full like game plan and just kind of sticking to it. Obviously my son's more grown, so I don't have to like be here like and constantly watch him like that, but there's still going to be parts of that. But so overall, just a lot of learning experiences and everything. I'm so proud of myself of what I did. So we're going to finish off the year. We got one more 5K, so maybe we try to hit PR. And then we're going to go to the end of the Jacksonville Grand Prix events for the season, because after the New Year's Eve run, it's going to be the second half. So it's kind of like scores kind of reset. If you don't know the system, just go back to, I think it's like my first or second video that I explain it all. Couple other big things for next year. My dad is going to be doing his first half marathon, so I'm going to be like his pacer through that. That's going to be in February. That's going to be the Donna half marathon, so that's going to be pretty exciting. And then the big news is I entered a couple lotteries for world majors, and I got into Berlin. So next year, that's going to be my big race, the Berlin Marathon. Like I said, it's going to be 10 months. Just, I think, really just dial in and get better at this overall conditioning. Because if I can just not be like a faster pace in 9 minutes, but if I just am able to maintain that for longer or even the entire race, like I'm already going to start improving my time. So excited for that. But yeah, Jacksonville Marathon finished. I am part of the 1%. Until next time, y'all know what to do. See ya. Bye.